Hello everyone, welcome to this session. Our chapter is composed of nine metals, and we are discussing about the sulfur dioxide. Uh, so we're discussing about the sulfur dioxide. So in the previous session, we discussed the various chemical properties of this sulfur dioxide. So in this session, you basically will cover up the uses of the sulfur dioxide. Then you will also discuss the hazardous effects of the sulfur dioxide. Now, the first, yes, some of the uses of sulfur dioxide gas. The gas is used in the industrial manufacture of the sulfuric acid as in the contact process. So that's the first use of the sulfur dioxide. It is crucial in the industries for the manufacture of the sulfuric acid, as in this process, the contact process. It is used also as a bleaching agent for the wood pulp, silk, wool, and straw. So it can be very useful as a bleaching agent. Also, its poisonous nature makes it a useful fumigant. So it is used in fumigation. Uh, the gas is just poisonous to all organisms, particularly the bacteria. So that's why it is very crucial as it is used in the fumigation just to kill these bacteria. Moving on, the other use, it is used as the preservative and the sterilizing agent in making the soft drinks and jam and in dried foods. So a very low concentration of the gas in the food prevents the fermentation as it stops the growth of the bacteria in the molds. Its reaction also with the oxygen also prevents the oxidation of the juice and the other liquids just to which it is added for the preservation. So that's how it can be used as a preservative. Moving on, let's see the hazards of the sulfur dioxide gas. So the hazards of the sulfur dioxide gas are due to its effects in the environmental pollution and the health problems accompanied with that pollution. The sulfur dioxide gas is just a major air pollutant. So in that case, it is very harmful to the environment because it is the major air pollutant and we see various hazardous effects of it in the environment. Now, the major sources of the sulfur dioxide in the air are the power plants that use the fossil fuels such as the coal, the diesel, and the petrol, industrial boilers, and the exhaust emissions are from the motor vehicles. Now, the gas is also produced during the metal smelting and the other industrial processes. Half of the sulfur dioxide output comes from the burning coal and in these coal fired power stations. Now, all coal contains the certain kind or just certain amounts of the sulfur. So when the coal is burnt to produce energy, the sulfur in the coal it reacts with the oxygen in the air to produce the sulfur dioxide. As you can see, how it takes place. Now, the sulfur dioxide is a very irritating gas and is thought just to be cause of the bronchitis and the other lung diseases. So here you can see sulfur dioxide is a cause for certain health problems as can cause these bronchitis and the other lung diseases. Uh, Exposure to high concentrations of the gas can cause the impairment of the respiratory function and health diseases. So that's the other effect in terms of the health, as exposure to high concentration of the gas can cause the impairment of the respiratory function and also leads to various heart diseases. So the sulfur dioxide also causes the acid rain. So is a major cause of the acidic rain, and the acidic rain it is dangerous as it has its own effects. Now, this occurs when the gas comes in contact with the moist air, so that's how it occurs, the acidic rain. Now, the sulfur dioxide dissolves in water vapor from the clouds and combines with the oxygen from the atmosphere to form an acid, sulfuric acid, as you can see how the reaction, how it occurs. Now, this acidic rain is very dangerous and it can be of various effects to our environments and even to our health. Now, the acid rain damages the leaves and the barks of plants, making them more vulnerable to diseases, whether in the insects. So that's the first effect of the acidic rain, especially to the plants. Now, when acidic rain reaches the lake, river, or other water bodies, it makes the whole water body acidic. So, in that way, it can be infectious to the aquatic or the marine organisms. As you can see, even a low concentration of acid in the water it just can kill the fish and the other marine organism. So that's all I have for this session of the experiment. Thank you for listening. We'll discuss the various uses of the sulfur dioxide and we've seen the various hazardous effect of this sulfur dioxide gas. So, hope that's clear for this session, and thank you.